Yes, Valentine's Day. The weather is cold, you want to be warm, you want to be cozied up with somebody you love and cherish, and they love and cherish you back. They have these gorgeous, glowing red eyes and this 7 feet tall figure, and those gorgeous dark black wings. And what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Mothman, hunting Mothman. Yes, that is my mission, that is my goal. I am here to romance, I mean, eliminate Mothman. And you are here along on the journey with me. So thank you for being here. Hi, hello. I'm Moth. I'm a Mothman hunter, Mothman lover, and overall cryptid enthusiast. And happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Today we are gonna be looking at some Valentine's games. We are gonna be eliminating some cryptids, and we are gonna do our job very well and efficiently. And you're with me along for the ride. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, so this game is called Don't Eat the Cashier. So we are here to protect somebody that is hardworking from horrible, scary cryptids that are there to hurt them, okay? So we gotta do our job carefully and diligently, you guys, okay? Sometimes I really wonder, how did I end up here? Not that I dreamed of a career as a neurosurgeon or an astronaut, but for crying out loud, working at a gas station? On the other hand, money is money. You guys, I have a really weird fascination with gas station stories, and it is very I know it's random. I really like gas station stories. Like Tales from the Gas Station is my favorite series, or like Sakamoto Days that starts off with the gas station with the convenience store. Just convenience store stories in general are really fun. Mm, I sent out resumes to every conceivable and inconceivable place, applying for every position where I could somehow use my degree in art. Zero responses. I had to swallow my pride and find at least something. Ooh, human organism wanted for work at gas station. Any human organism? So I could just send my gut to work and the rest of me can stay home? Organisms' duties include selling food for mouth, silence and obedience, household tasks, obeying those who are more ancient. Isn't every workplace like that, you know? Seniority always beats experience and like effort and hard work, and that sucks. Guess gas stations are no different. Friendly team offers new and old faces of friends, long and different life consumption of nourishment, juicy juices, and trips to human places. I love trips to human places. Those are my favorite kinds of places. I found this note stuck to the glass of the bus stop. Food for mouth? Seriously? This guy's got a style of his own. Apparently, the manager is just a really eccentric dude. Or is this their new marketing tactic to grab attention? Whatever. People told me that I have my quirks too, and that's even if they haven't seen my first suit. um, hmm. So we got a persona. I guess technically, technically, I have. I mean, I. Hmm. I will get so much VTuber hate for this, but I mean, if I'm a cat person, if I'm kind of a cat moth girl. I do I is this if we use animal parts in our VTuber persona, does that make us some kind of intermediate furry? I don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. Furry community, I have respect for you guys. Don't come for me. Don't fight me. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. That is all I'm doing. I'm just asking a genuine question. Okay? Okay? Don't eat me, please. Please. I'm sensitive. I don't taste good, I promise. Anyway, back to the game. Trips to human places, right? Love those. Well, whatever. As long as he's not a complete jerk who's gonna hit on me or make me scrub the floors with a toothbrush. A toothbrush? Oh, is that a beholder? Am I in trouble, or are you just like running a really cool tavern on a rocky planet? Did anybody know? Did anybody play Tales of Xerxes? No? Nobody? No D&D geeks? Okay. Just me and my D&D geekiness? Fine. Uh, okay. I didn't scream. I couldn't move. My brain feverishly tried to find any category for this in its database. Hallucination? Psychosis? Too many energy drinks? A typical middle manager? The monster from my nightmares stirred. Its tentacles crept closer to the counter. Tentacles? 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 I am not getting back into the tentacle rant. I am not having another tentacle rant with you guys. I have seen the TikTok comments. I know how the last one was like appreciated, but you're not getting another one. My God. The creature made a sound, not from a mouth. It had none. The sound emanated from deep within its bulk, hollow, profound, bone-shaking. Greetings, organism. I am Bob, the indescribable and terrifying consumer of worlds, but you, grain of sand, may call me Manager Bob. I love Bob. I love Bob. Bob is the best manager. I'm voting him Employee of the Year forever. No, this isn't real. I'm dreaming. I need to wake up. You will sell food for mouths and obey me, for I am ancient. Memorize the rules of this establishment, for my patience is as limited as the salary I offer you. Man, even ancient eldritch beings can't offer me anything above minimum wage. What am I doing here, buddy? Tentacle has an eye. I can't make a horny joke about that. I can't make a horny joke about eye tentacles. Oh. I love Bob. Okay. Okay. Rule number 1. You sell. No matter what. Chicken food for the mouth, gremlin fuel, noodles made from cursed souls. I love gremlin fuel. I want that to be my brand of energy drinks. Lottery tickets for extra limb rufflers. It's hard to read and do the voice. Lottery tickets for extra limb raffles, discount rot, ritual foil. Everything must be sold. He points directly at me with that creepy, slimy tentacle. Oh yeah, I see it dripping. So Bobby, can I call you Bobby? So is there a Mrs. Tentacle? I mean, who said that? That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was the impulses. That was the demons. That was the demons taking over. Every miserable unit of currency brings me closer to my triumphant exit from this pitiful hole. I pinched myself, but I didn't wake up. Oh shit, I gotta remember the rules. Okay, so rule number 1, sell everything. Is that the guy from the that picture there? That's the guy from I forgot the word. The ARG. Guys. Brain fart moment. Remind me, please. Somebody comment what ARG that guy's from. I know that guy. I know that guy in the picture. Anyway, rules. Rule number 1, sell everything. Rule number 2, be polite to customers, ignore bald spots in werewolf fur, and watch out for drafts when ectoplasmic energetic entities are in the store. Okay, so be nice, customer service voice at all times, no bald spots on werewolves, beware of ectoplasm. What? But don't let them get too bold. I gotta figure out my voice for Bob. But don't let them get too bold. Customers are just walking containers for currency, and they should only pay in monetary units. If it fits in the cashier machine, it should count as currency, no? I'm just saying. Payment in existential dread or hair of the dead is not accepted. Oh man, and I have so much existential dread to share. That sucks. Many of them come here just to chat because they are idle and purposeless organisms. Your task is to make them part with their currency anyway. It is also your duty to heal organisms if they are injured using special kits. If they die, they cannot give away currency. They could. Permanently. Ah, werewolves, ectoplasmic entities, and what the hell are you anyway? He's Bob. He already said that he's Bob. Excuse me, dear sir, you seem to have mentioned werewolves and ectoplasm, or silently tremble with fear. He did say to always be polite and always use your customer service voice, so excuse me, dear sir, you seem to have mentioned werewolves and ectoplasms. Am I tripping, or do you have a lot of tentacles? My voice is polite as possible. I managed to compress my primal screaming panic into a tight ball and shove it deep down. Werewolves? And that's not to mention that you yourself are a giant meatball with tentacles, damn you. Excuse me? How dare you? How dare you? That is Bob. That is your manager. Show some respect to Bob. I shall answer your question, curious, polite organism. Oh, see, he likes us. Bob likes us, so Bobbio. So Bobbio, may I just say that tie suits you so well. You look so dashing. Those hundreds of all-seeing eyes on you are just so cute. Look at those tentacles with eyes. I love the tentacles with eyes. Look at those cutesy little tentacles. Oh, they're so cute. Werewolves and ectoplasmic entities are just a few examples of the many insignificant life forms that frequent this establishment. What unites them is that they are all slaves to consumption, just like your kind. Yes, none of us are free from capitalism. Not even eldritch beings. That is... So my existential dread just quadrupled? Are you sure I can't use it as currency? Because I have so much of it. I would be a billionaire if I could just share my existential dread as currency. As for my nature, I am your immediate supervisor and the guarantor for your future financial prosperity. Dude, you give me minimum wage. Cut the crap, Bob. Come on, Bobby. I'm at a gas station for monsters. I got a job with Cthulhu for minimal wage. That is not Cthulhu, that is Bob. How many times Girl, get it through your skull, that is Bob. That is all you need to know. No, I decide what I need to know. You know what? No. I have read all of Lovecraft's series. Like, I have read the Necronomicon. That really is all I need to know. I fear any more knowledge will surely drive me insane. For the first time, something resembling approval flickered across Bob's many-eyed face. Bob, is this... is this a connection I'm sensing? Oh, I think we're gonna get along so well, Bobby. Don't you think so? I think so. I think we're gonna be super close, you and I. And all your hundreds of tentacles. So... a rare and unexpected display of the grains of wisdom that have not yet left the human species. Embrace your ignorance, let it become your shield and a direct path to the status of Human Employee of the Month. Aw, Bobby, you're my favorite cryptid employee of the month. Oh, why are you staring at me? And what does the Human Employee of the Month get? Mayhaps it will be a bonus? Or mayhaps it will be some tentacled, some tentacled, uh, companionship? I. Maybe. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend, actually. I'm asking for a friend, okay? I see your comments. I can smell your comments. Keep them to yourselves, you guys. A cash bonus of 25 cents. You know what? I'll take it. At this point, I'll take it. I understand that you, human, are already extremely excited about this, but that is not all. You will also have access to the elite manager's restroom for one full work cycle. During its use, there is only a 7% chance that you will be transported to a dimension of endless pain, suffering, and unimaginable torment. Oh my god, it is so hard to do this voice, you guys. It is so hard to do this voice. Please appreciate this, because I am recording this while I'm a bit sick. So if I can't talk tomorrow, blame it on this, okay? Blame it on me trying to voice a tentacled monster, okay? Truly generous. 25 cents and a 7% chance of impending doom is, it's really good odds, I would say. Oh. He suddenly places a jar in front of me on the counter. And the last rule. Oh shit, I already forgot all the other rules. Uh, sell everything. Be polite. Uh, maybe get a bonus. Tentacles. That is all I remember. And the last rule, remember, organism, this tip container must be filled with money by the end of your wake cycle. If the bottom of the jar is visible, you will clean the sanitary rooms with this object in the dimension of absolute horrors and suffering for 510 years. With a fork? Or is that a really, small trident? If you think about it, aren't all forks just kinda little tridents? I can be Poseidon in the bathrooms. I couldn't take my eyes off the fork. Oh, so it is a fork. I'm disappointed. It's a trident, okay? For me, it's a trident. I could. The tip jar, which I needed to fill to avoid ending up in a dimension of ancient horrors, still stood proudly on the counter. Okay, so what just happened? Option 1, I've gone insane. That's the most logical conclusion. Prolonged stress from job hunting, malnutrition, nerves, anxiety, a disrupted sleep schedule. My brain just malfunctioned. My brain just did an oopsie daisy and dreamed up tentacled monsters. It happens sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wake up on my couch in my dingy rented apartment. I pinched myself again and nothing. I scanned the room once more. It smelled of gasoline and old coffee. It was still absurdly real. This is what happens on night shifts. This is just an average night shift. If it's dark and it's lonely and it's a weird liminal space, you get that vibe. And that meant everything he said was all true. Werewolves, vampires, tips, the fork. A hysterical mix of laughter and a scream of terror welled up in my throat, but I held it back. I needed to get through this. You go, girl. Slay. Capitalism queen slay. I needed to... Huh? Oh no. Don't tell me that's the first customer. I guess it is. Bells. What the hell? Oh. 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 Uh. Um. Uh. uh. Why is he kinda... you know? You know? Come on, right? He... Hmm. Do I need to spell everything out for you guys? No, I don't, right? You're thinking the same thing that I am, right? I don't need to explain anything. I don't need to explain myself. Don't make me explain myself because I will do no such thing. I am never explaining myself. I will never be articulate. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day. Shit. Where the hell did this clown come from? First of all, he's a jester. Let's be polite here. Let's be respectful. It took great effort not to look away from those red eyes burning in the pitch black darkness. Oh, he's smiling. Oh. Wow. I mean, Mothman. Is he amused? Is he wondering if I'm tasty? Bob didn't exactly give me any guarantees that I wouldn't get devoured at work. My brain, still recovering from the encounter with Bob, was frantically trying to figure out how to break this ringing silence. You could just shake his bells. Isn't it strange? Isn't it strange that I work at a gas station for a couple bucks, yet you're the one who wears the jester's hat? That's quite witty. Oh. That's the first joke I've heard in this wonderful place, and it wasn't disappointing. It's so amusing that I might not turn your cash register into you, and you into the cash register. I'd also rather not become a cash register, thank you. I still need to sell a lot of juicy juices today. Have you had your juicy juice today, sir? May I offer you a juicy juice today in this fine establishment? Oh, he likes it. Ooh, we are jestering away. I am a funny little gremlin, and I am fitting right in here. And even in the face of existential transformation, you're still talking about your duty. Your juicy, juicy duty. But have you considered the opinion of the cash register itself? You have a unique opportunity to do so. Just one word. I don't want to know what the cash register might tell me, considering everything it's seen and how sticky it is. That's just Bob. He just doesn't wash his tentacles. Relax. My god, another crazy person with a strange way of speaking. And it seems he's in the mood for a chat. So, what is a beautiful, charming lady like you doing in such a dreadful, dirty island of misfortune? Dude, I don't know, capitalism? Or rather, what is a place like this doing with such a charming lady as you? Oh wait, where are my manners? Well, you left them when you didn't let me answer, and you just kept on talking, my guy. My guy, your jester's hat is impeccable, you are quite charming, but you are monologuing. Oh wait, where are my manners? I suppose I must introduce myself. I have many names, most of which are not fit to be spoken in the company of a lovely lady. The nicest I've heard was the Mad King, a title I plan to pass from me to myself for the coming centuries. However, my mortal mother named me Dayran. I'm just gonna call you Jester, thank you very much. Now, may I have your hand? No, you may not. My mother told me not to offer my hand to strangers or any other parts of me, sir. Oh, your highness. Oh, he's kinda cute when he laughs like that. He's kinda cute. I love the little jester, like the theme. I like the theme. I like the jester theme. He bursts into genuine booming laughter. Your mother was a truly wise woman. A masterful stroke of self-preservation. I haven't been rebuffed so delightfully in, well, at least a century. Others prefer to use enchanted swords and pitchforks. I have none. I have a cash register, I have a gnome, and I have a picture of a guy from an ARG I don't remember the name of, so no pitchforks here, sir. I do, however, have juicy juice. They forget that words can wound too. But perhaps it can still melt your heart. I have an eternity for that. Literally. I don't, so could you make your purchase? May I know your name? My name is Mothie, and I am the queen of this gas station. I will make myself into the cryptid of this gas station, sir. A queen, your majesty. Oh, he liked that. I did not expect him. I thought he was gonna be angry that we're making fun of him. Forgive my outrageous ignorance. I did not recognize the sovereign of this noble kingdom of oil and discounted juicy drinks. You are a queen with such a wonderful sense of humor, as am I. There's nothing better for subjects than rulers who appreciate a good joke. I mean, maybe a degree in business and like actually knowing how to handle finances could also help, but you know. Many believe that absolute power makes a ruler's sense of humor more sadistic, but as far as I'm concerned, they just never had a good, entertaining time impaling people. Ah, yes, my favorite pastime, sir. That I love that. Yes, I humbly bow before you, Your Majesty of the Midnight Shift. I'm gonna call myself that now. Every time I have night shifts, I will be the Queen of Midnight Shifts. Sorry, I didn't send envoys ahead. I wish to vandalize you. I love this game. Oh no, what's happening? What's happening to my avatar? Wait. Sorry, you guys. My face tracking glitches sometimes. So I grant you my royal pardon. A pardon from the lips of the queen herself. How my wounded soul, wow. I can do voices more or less, but I can't do accents, so... How my wounded soul rejoices. I am redeemed, reborn in the light of your mercy. This act of mercy will be sung by the poets of my realm, those who can still rhyme rather than just wallow in alcoholic oblivion. You know, my company has an especially interesting effect on the artistic types, as I've discovered. It's me, I'm the artistic type. Nothing surprising there. It seems I've gone mad myself, or halfway there. Maybe it happened around the time I decided to become an artist. I am indeed exchanging silly jokes with some mysterious, toothy entity as if it's nothing. It could just be a guy dressed in a jester uniform, you know? Maybe I just adapt to this new profession really quickly? Or perhaps I had a stash of nerves of steel in a bag. I can't shake the feeling, though, that this clown is about to explode himself or blow me up. I feel like my brain is turning to jelly. And I don't understand when he will finally get to the point. We've been talking for 5 minutes, but it feels like an eternity. And I've got to somehow squeeze a tip out of this guy and not lose my mind. Two utterly impossible tasks when dealing with a regular person, let alone another cosmic entity. So let's finally get to the purpose of my visit. Juicy juice? Finally. It's completely unknown to me. Oh, for crying out loud. Dude, you're at a gas station in the middle of the night. Come on. Come on. Mr. Jester, sir, please. There's nothing interesting in the assortment of this pathetic shack, except for you, so I'm buying your time. Let's have dinner. I'm sure you must be hungry. Oh no. Allow me to create a more pleasant atmosphere for us. Praise the goat mother. What is that behind you? What is happening? Sir, I am on minimum wage. Can we not do this? I'm shivering from a gust of icy wind. He just teleported half of my gas station to a radioactive dump. Or a radioactive dump to my gas station. And the jar is gone. My freaking jar. Looks like my rental apartment, but seems to smell less now. Why did you like that? I am not trying to get you to like what I'm saying, good sir. I am trying to go back to my minimum wage job and make some money, and possibly, ideally, preferably not die of radioactive poisoning. My dear, I suspect that your life hasn't been easy, but was it really that bad? Don't worry, I won't abandon a lady in distress. Ooh, I hate that. Ooh, I hate that. I hate that. Just say the word and I'll relocate you to one of these incredibly cozy dwellings. I'm sure the local cockroaches won't mind, and together you can fully enjoy the scent of atomic decay. However, I can't go long without familiar landscapes. Already ruined lands make me melancholic because all the fun has happened without me. Disgusting. Allow me. This is something seemingly less radioactive. Okay, you are taking away more and more of my gas station, sir. Sir, my cash register is there, but everything else? Where is it? Where's my stuff? Where's my gnome? You took my gnome. You took my gnome. Give it back. Give back my gnome. Amazingly, I haven't thrown up yet. It feels like I've been flushed twice through an interdimensional toilet. I clear my throat. Seems like I'm sitting at a table. Much better, wouldn't you agree? Couldn't be better. I mean, beats the radioactive human-sized cockroaches for sure. It's beautiful here and strange. Is this your home? Words of a true poet, Mothie. My two favorite categories, strange and beautiful. This place is much more than a home. It is my cage and my greatest canvas for creativity. I love the little angry guy that is matching his pose there in the background. I love that. Look at that little angry guy. Look at that thing. It's so cute. Every ugly tree, every mad toad, every eye-bearing mushroom. What is with you and eyes? You guys, enough eyes. It's all a piece of me. A marvelous place, except when the rocks grow legs and start running. I sure hate it when that happens. Get me out of here, please, help. Including those that people make their homes out of. And now you're part of this place too. Isn't it wonderful? Sure, buddy. Love it. I'm slowly getting used to the landscape. The fireflies here are quite charming. But it'd be better without that frog with a human face. Oh, is that a frog? Is that a frog? I love it. The frog notices me too. It lets out a sad croak and then looks at me with an expression of deep, existential despair. Who is that? That's Lori, one of the brave souls who dared to challenge my authority. My dear friend who once walked the path of adventure. However, he didn't foresee the possibility of being turned into a frog on a whim. Oh, He even tried to wield a sword with his tiny froggy legs, fought to the end, a true warrior. Now, however, his foes are mosquitoes and bigger frogs. Bigger frogs with human faces? Is there a panic button in this establishment? Can I push a button, please? Tell me, dear, does he bother you? His little existential froggy crisis, I mean. Is it ruining the ambience? No, it's totally fine. It's adding to the ambience, if anything. He looks at me with an interested expression. I don't know. I want it. I want him to watch. Watch life pass him by? See us enjoy a dinner of more than just mosquitoes and swamp water. My dear, you are a treasure trove of delightfully dark little surprises. I am quite surprised at myself too, my dude. My manager is so gonna fire me. Can we call Bob actually? Can we call Bob, please? So, dinner. I'm sure you must be starving. Traveling between realities must be exhausting. Oh. That looks strange, but it smells delicious. Meat with honey? And next to the meat, a purple soup. Possibly made from a less fortunate cashier. Whether the food is poisoned or not, if I refuse, His Highness might turn me into a frog too. So I pick up a fork from the table, and this is the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. It's 100 times better than these cheap instant noodles that I usually buy in supermarkets. Even the fact that I'm currently in some other universe surprisingly doesn't seem to harm my appetite. It seems you enjoy this cuisine. My chefs have always managed to cook well, on those occasions when I noticed it. I assure you, you won't regret this dinner. At least not in the first half hour after the meal. What happens after the first half hour? This is the best purple goo my miserable life as a miserable career. Cashier. Yes. Purple goo. I'll have to tell the head chef you called it that. He calls it broth of vicious stars and deceit. But I think your description is more honest. Yeah, love to help, my guy. Love to help. And don't be too quick to call your life miserable. Until now, it was just a prologue, but now, the first act begins. I'm scared. Help? I poke at the food with my fork and watch the peculiar scenery from the corner of my eye. A silence hangs between us that might even be called cozy, were I under heavy narcotics. What's your favorite animal? Is it the frog guy back there? Glad you asked. It's right here on our plate. Just kidding, but I do need more time to think. Let's see. The riding flea has its own charms, very disgusting ones. Carnivorous butterflies are beautiful, but they're dumb and noisy. And as we know, only what's empty inside makes a noise. Or what's in my head. It's always ringing. I'm pretty sure those are your bells. If you just take off your hat, I'm sure you're gonna be much quieter. I think it's a dog. It loves its owner with all its heart, whether they're a saint or a serial killer, and doesn't notice the difference. It lives in a constant, joyful state of blissful ignorance and misplaced enthusiasm. I feel like I'm reading Makima's monologue all over again. Oh my god. A creature that finds endless joy in the utterly meaningless. It's truly inspiring. Dogs are the jesters of the animal world, and I adore them for it. Especially the small, wrinkly ones. I like the small, wrinkly dogs. I like them too. And what about you? That is true, though. That is true. Cats, I agree. I do love cats. To them, we are probably the jesters. Oh, indeed. They are the true rulers of this reality, tiny, furry gods of apathy and disdain, and we are their obedient, foolish caretakers. I'm pretty sure my cat agrees with me. Do you, buddy? Yeah, he's not gracing me with an answer. How dare I interrupt his sleep, actually. I'm a horrible servant for him. But I've been lucky enough to escape their tyranny and instead enjoy my own. And feed those around me. Feed them what? Feed them what? What are you feeding them? I return to my meal, and just as I chew another bite, I hear His Highness's voice. By the way, how does the meat taste? Oh. Is the human flesh tender enough? Oh. Oh. Hmm. Help? Police? Bob? Bob? My fork freezes halfway. Not as tasty as the one I had the day before yesterday. And I chew while looking him in the eye. I am the law here. That's right. I'm a cat person, okay? And I'm establishing dominance, and you should be terrified of me. I meet his gaze, slowly and with all the authority, place a piece of meat in my mouth, and begin to chew without breaking eye contact. I can't remember ever seeing someone so shocked in my life. His mad grin vanishes, his eyes widen, and his fork freezes halfway to his mouth. For one precious, glorious, sweet moment, the Lord of Chaos is completely and utterly baffled. You're meant to be scared of me. Be scared, be terrified. My dear, you are a true treasure. You didn't just call my bluff, you raised the stakes to the sky. No, it's certainly not human. It's just venison. And as far as I can tell by the taste, not very intelligent. I don't trust you, but I'm gonna keep eating anyway because I am terrified of you, but I still want to establish dominance. It's definitely not Timmy, our carpenter, who unexpectedly disappeared near the large kitchen cauldron, perfectly sized to fit in. Definitely not. Most certainly not. I have no idea what you're talking about. I saw Timmy the other day, he was fine. I've personally issued several decrees related to cannibalism, perhaps even concerning its prohibition, but that's beside the point. I rarely have visitors, and I'd like to tell you about other interesting guests. After all, it's the most fascinating thing I can share with you. No, we can go back to talking about the frog guy. I think that is interesting enough. For a place where mushrooms with eyes grow, it can be incredibly dull here. Shadows in the clearing thicken and stir. They detach from the gnarled trees, rising up from the ground like black ink and spread across the wall. Dancing and intertwining, they prepare to perform at their master's whim. Behold this incredibly crooked castle, my dear. Crooked to the point of absurdity, sadly. In reality, its curves look far more aesthetic, but give the creator some leeway for expressiveness. Many brave and not so bright souls have tried to conquer this terrifying, dark, eerie crooked castle. So many that it became even more crooked. You see, the dreadful monster living there never liked being distracted from its important duties. Terribly important duties like having long, deep conversations with its own reflection or concocting recipes with raisins. Raisins? So far, the scariest thing in this story is the presence of raisins. Yes, you do understand. They are a real horror, aren't they? Tiny shriveled bits of deception that pretend to be sweet, but they are just made to ruin. And they stick on your teeth and they're kind of weird tasting. Honestly, I get that. They ruin lovely cookies. They ruin family photos. They have no place in civilized society. Oh, how I understand them. The monster was a tyrant, a menace. He sowed chaos and disorder, mostly on purpose. He had countless opportunities for creativity and was not afraid to use them. He made some people believe they were pigeons and others that they were grains. He would not allow his best servants to have windows, fearing that the moon and both suns would get envious and want to take them away. And he demanded they seal the gaps in the door as well. Wait. 2 suns? Why are there not 2 moons? What is this inequality there? He locked wizards who came to him with magical gifts in a giant laboratory and promised them power if they invented a kettle that could boil everything except water. Who won, the pigeons or the grains? My lovely lady, it was not a war, but rather a true paranoid masterpiece, a ballet of survival. For a glorious week, my ballroom was the stage for a feathered, cooing apocalypse. I can already imagine the bird poop, and I am appalled. Pigeons flocked into huge, proud groups, occupying high places on chandeliers and bookshelves. Grains learned to hide under rugs, pretend to be lifeless, and attack only when the pigeon turned away. There were alliances, betrayal, a seed that fell in love with a pigeon. Nothing topped this story that year, nor was anything worse. But I digress. But behold, a ray of light in the Dark Kingdom, the first hero, Sir Lorry the Righteous in all his clanging, self-important glory. He took a knee to rest briefly. Because the weight of his righteousness was bad for the health of his poor back. I think it's the armor, dude. I think it's the armor. Following rumors spread by the same monster, he fought his way through the monster's loyal subjects too. Two? By the way, where did he even find them? Most of my subjects are too busy contemplating the color of suspenders for their suspenders or lamenting their fate. I cherish them in their imperfection. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were probably the most restless of them. Every story needs minions. This is ruining my voice. This is ruining my voice. In any case, our hero descended into the Grotto of Despair. The Grotto of Tentacles? The Grotto of Tentacles? I'm storing that information for later. Imagine the most sinister name you can conjure. The Grotto of my parents' disappointment. Oh, The growth of my parents' disappointment in me. Oh, that one hurt physically. Oh, but if they could see you now, here at a royal audience, they would be proud of you. No, actually, they would not be proud if they got to know me better, but in that case, it's good too. You won't be alone under the weight of their disappointment. But let's not get sidetracked. Into the grotto of your parents' disappointment in you, our hero descended to retrieve an artifact capable of defeating the Monster King. The Ring of Incredible Power. I love that little smiley face that it has, that is so cute. A bit shoddily crafted, but I assure you it looks more aesthetic in real life. However, the brave knight did not know that the incredible power of the ring lay in its 440 pounds of weight. That was its only magical property. The only incredible thing about this ring was its incredible stupidity and uselessness. The realization that he had spent weeks of his life on a divinely heavy paperweight, and the sudden crushing thought that he could have become a baker instead of a hero just to get some sleep. Well, it broke his poor noble mind. Not that his mind was ever intended for serious burdens. Hey, that's mean. Nod meaningfully, waiting for him to continue. So the knight perished. But then, along came Elmer Eagle-Eye. They say he earned his nickname by escaping from an enemy fortress. On the third day of his captivity, he noticed that his prison cell was lacking the fourth wall. I love that. I love that. An archer of legendary skill who tried to kill me with precise shot. Constantly. During breakfast, while bathing, at balls, during sleep, and even while I was devising a plan to get rid of him. The audacity. I hate just killing them. Turning them into madmen is much more fun. And I bestowed a little curse upon the elf as well. Oh, he's an elf. I made it so that every time he drew his bowstring, he would have to hear the most annoying melody to his ears. Is that fucking the Shinji meme? Is that the Shinji Ikari meme? Is that the Neon Genesis Evangelion meme? Dude, I love this game. Elmer was a terrible racist. He hated dwarves. So naturally the melody became the national anthem of the dwarves, played in a loop by a bagpipe orchestra. I can never say that word. Played in a loop by a bagpipe orchestra. The pure rage it provoked derailed his aim every time. Eventually he stormed the castle, dropped his bow, and begged for a job at my court in exchange for changing the song to anything else. He was desperate, and I was a villain. Everything aligned incredibly well. Now he's my loyal huntsman. The dwarf march is replaced with a lively elven sea shanty, and let no one dare accuse me of being callous and heartless. Now he has a salary, good food, clothing, entertainment, and a full guarantee of non-dismemberment. So are you hiring? Because I am a minimum wage worker having dinner with an eldritch being in an alternate dimension during my night shift. So if you're hiring, let's just say I probably wouldn't say no. Yeah? Just think about it. I'm gonna hand you my CV right here. Okay? And you can decide. You can decide for yourself. You missed the opportunity to change his dwarf national anthem to dwarf serenades. Mothie, where were you before? Hoarse odes and comparisons to long stalactites. Endless rhymed verses about the shine of a beloved's beard. It's a refined, devilish thing. Why did I not think of it myself? The torment of a man not with sounds of war and patriotism, but with the clumsy, heartfelt caterwaddling of a species he despises, turning a love song into an instrument of pure, heart-wrenching agony. Brilliant. Well, I'll steal your idea for the future. Oh my god, please stop talking. My voice cannot handle this anymore. And finally, the witch, in a classic giant hat, under which she could easily fit another witch. She tried a different approach. Seduction. She attempted to charm me, to gain my trust and become my spouse. A fatal miscalculation. She did not consider the fact that I never trusted big hats or people, especially when both come hand in hand. And those who wear suspenders and a belt at the same time. How else are you gonna wear suspenders? Okay. A person who doesn't even trust their own pants certainly doesn't earn the trust of His Highness. Then again, I don't trust His Highness either. I don't trust myself, especially the left side of my brain, especially on Thursdays. Oh dude, same. I don't trust the right side of my brain on Thursdays. Like, we are one and the same. But back to hats. I hate big hats too. I do. I don't like hats. I don't like wearing hats. They feel constricting. I don't like beanies either. What were we saying? Oh yeah. You are my kindred spirit. Those hats are so pretentious, so self-assured. They block the view, they get stuck in doorways, and always hint that the wearer is contemplating something. Oh, compensating for something. Usually, lack of magical talent or a pitiful personality, and that's on a good day. You, my dear Mothie, have impeccable taste in headwear and consequently in everything else. It's a scientifically proven fact. Why, thank you. Meanwhile, the witch was quite avert in her murderous intentions, jingling with all her concealed weapons. Why does a witch need so many hidden blades? She must have been very bad at witchery. Oh, so that's why she needed the big hat. Because, big hat, store all the weapons in there, and then like boom, you take off the hat and you have a giant amount of arsenal of weapons. In any case, she now resides in my dungeon. And you see, I haven't decided what to do with her yet. Her fate is a blank slate, a story to be written, so I offer you the pen. I simply adore random choices. Give me yours, Mothie. What punishment befits her? What? Does he really want me to decide what to do with a real person? Can I even save her? And does it matter what I choose? Everything here follows his whims anyway. But as long as I play the circus monkey, I have a chance to get out of here alive. Maybe I should just entertain him? Damn, what should I do? Let's save. I kind of want to turn her into a hat. But let's see what happens. Wouldn't it be crazy to spare her life? Wouldn't it be crazy? A quiet chuckle escapes his lips. Using mercy as a weapon of chaos, are we? To forgive her not out of kindness, but because it's the most illogical, unpredictable, and therefore maddening thing. She'll spend her life waiting for me to change my mind, waiting for me to jump out from behind a tree and send her back to the dungeon. Wonderful. Such incredible psychological torment. Yeah, I am a master manipulator. I am using my brain power at 3,000%. So be it. Well, at least she's gonna be alive. Yeah, that's true. He didn't tell me anything about him. Something's missing from this tale. You never told me about the monster itself. Dear, who cares about these monsters anyway? I do. If monsters are the muck, then I'm the pig, you see? How eloquent. Alright, I must admit this will be my first performance like this. Dayran? I still can't say his name, I'm so bad with names. Dayran sounds a bit bewildered, it seems. Allow me to just toss my mind up and see how it lands. You see, the monster was originally much more modest and less majestic. But we all have to start somewhere, right? Then my head suddenly became a bit crowded. First whispers, then arguments, then full-fledged discussions that had to be participated in, and involved inanimate objects. Guests in ajar doors, closets, even in cookie jars. Every container a potential foe, and I was surrounded by containers. To be fair, sometimes they shared funny stories. But why was I afflicted with this curse? Pondering it drives me mad, even more so. It seems the question is meant for me. Does your family have anything in common with the Habsburgs? Who are the Habsburgs? Did you touch a cursed artifact? Were you cursed for arrogance? Let's ask about the family. I don't know who the let me Google that real quick. Habsburgs. The Habsburgs were a premier European royal dynasty from 11th to the 20th century of German origin that governed the Holy Roman Empire, Spain, Austria, and Bohemia through strategic marriages, wars, and diplomacy. Known for immense power and inbreeding-induced traits, they shaped European history until the empire's end in 1918, with descendants such as the Habsburg-Lorraine line remaining to this day. Oh. That's darker than I expected. So did you touch a cursed artifact? Maybe some ring of yours? Dear, I'm afraid you've confused cause and effect. It's I who drives rings mad, and not the other way around. Any poor, innocent artifact I happen to touch might start screaming uncontrollably or trying to ask those around it about the meaning of their lives. Oh, so that's why you wanted to touch my cash register. No, I'm afraid it's a bit more banal. It's all about rotten blood. Too pure, I beg your pardon. Oh. My great-grandfather issued a decree forbidding death from old age, and a distant aunt believed a colony of sentient mold was living in her walls, claiming her inheritance. But I always thought I would be spared this fate. I had to be temporarily isolated, to avoid embarrassing the guests at royal balls with the young prince pointing at noble lords saying, "Haha, the gnomes finally got out from under my bed." Oh. Don't make me, no, don't make me sympathize. Don't make me feel bad for the guy. No. What a misfortune for the entire family, except for those in line for the throne before me. My death would have solved many problems for my family, and indeed, many of my own problems too. I made a decision. We made it, to be precise. There was already a whole council of us by then. However, Chaos had other plans. A god, a goddess, a cosmic clerical error. I don't know. Something ancient and terribly bored found itself a new source of entertainment. It offered me a throne, my own corner of reality to rule, where the fragments of my mind would become the laws of the land. No more restrictions or pants for my subjects, if I wished. My subjects. At first they disagreed, but then they came to terms, or their minds changed to fit the new realities. And here I am. Oh, finally he stopped talking. Oh, my voice. It's hard to do a deep voice, you guys. It's really hard. Ugh. Oh my god, let me take a sip of water. A dramatic silence ensues. Perhaps I'm the first being to hear this story in the centuries of his existence. I must choose my next words carefully. I mean, in a sense, not to get deep on a monster romancing game, but in a sense, he has trapped himself in an eternal cage with his thoughts and these voices, and he has never sought out any help, and I'm starting to feel incredibly bad about this. I feel bad for him. Poor guy, man. Poor guy. So you're still in a cage? It must be rather lonely there. No cages. More like a playground, with surprisingly silent infants. But I don't blame them. I have the best shovel. It's no wonder I embarrass them so much. Or maybe it's because I love to create explosions. Tell me, have you ever been exploded? Or no, don't tell me. Let it be a surprise. I have not been exploded, nor would I like to, thank you very, very much. Do you really sympathize with someone who dragged you into his dimension to tell silly stories and feed you purple goo? People never cease to amaze me. Oh, poor guy. I want to give him a hug. Listen, I am not saying, I can fix him. I'm not saying I can make him worse, but like, the guy needs a hug, okay? The guy just needs a hug. Let's hold his hand. Following a strange impulse, I reach out his hand resting on the table. His gaze silently follows my movement, lowering to our hands. This time, no commentary. Instead, his thumb begins to trace patterns on the back of my hand with surprising tenderness. The shadows dissolve into nothingness. I just saved someone from a terrifying fate at the hands of a madman. I feel a certain pride. It will be a pleasant addition to the horror stories. It will be a pleasant addition to the horror I've felt for the past hour. I'm afraid royal duties await me. Our time is up. I shall send you back, Mothie. I rise from the chair. Ooh! Whoa! 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 This is escalating. This is escalating very quickly. Look. It escalated so quickly that I am broken. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. I am. Let's be civil about this. Let's be mature, okay? Let them romance, okay? Let the guy get a hug, okay? Suddenly I feel him press against my back. One of his hands grips me just above the crook of my elbow, while the other gently rests under my chin, tilting my head back until my ear is just a couple of centimeters from his lips. Guys, we should avert our eyes. We should look away. We should look away right now. We should not be looking at this. But don't think for a second that this is goodbye. It was merely an overture. I don't know that word, but it doesn't matter. His voice, usually so mocking and calm, now sounds eerily sinister. A cold thumb strokes the line of my jaw. I try to suppress a shiver. You are a very interesting, incredibly curious guest. Possibly the most curious one I've had in centuries. And I've found that I don't want our acquaintance to end here. It's terribly unfair that you learned a couple of my secrets and revealed so few of yours, isn't it? I can't tell whether he's flirting or threatening. Both, perhaps? So, are you scaroused? I will get so much shit for this video. I will get so much shit for it. I don't care. It's a Valentine's special, okay? Okay, let's romance monsters and be happy, okay? Okay? Okay. Okay. That's all. That's all. A bird trapped in a cage of bills, failures, and endless anxiety. How high could you fly once the cage is opened? Your shift will end. The sun will rise, and you'll want to head home. Perhaps in something more elegant than a bus. Maybe in a carriage of polished bones. We will meet again, Mothie. Very, very soon. Oh, my voice. And next time, I won't let you go so quickly. Ooh. What happened to me? What happened to my avatar? That even made my avatar freak out. I squeeze my eyes shut. Oh, right. I work a minimum wage job. I forgot about that. I forgot that I work at a gas station. No, Jester, come back. I'll give you my CV. If you just want to hire me for something. The light is blinding, even with my eyes closed. So unusual after all this darkness. The jar is full of money. It was all worth it. Bob! Oh my god, Bob! I missed your tentacled, slimy ass. Greetings, organism. How is your work progressing? I see the first transaction was successful. Acceptable. This still doesn't save you from the threat of cleaning sanitary facilities, but it is a wonderful starting point for your entire tiny life. Look at him, he's so happy. Even more than successful, the client tried to fill the entire station with money, probably due to extreme affection for you, organism. Unfortunately, the terms of intergalactic treaty do not allow such actions. Tips exceeding the amount set by the council by approximately 19493930000% were disintegrated to my great regret. To my regret as well. Oh man. We have made the right choice, you guys. We have romanced a rich king. So a mad god from another world likes me? In some sense, that's possibly worse than not being liked at all. Work is going well, sir. Excellent. Maintain this level of productivity. You may be rewarded with an additional 5-minute feeding break for you if you can find food. Rejoice in my generosity. Continue working. I am experiencing a positive emotional reaction. I am proud of you, and I will be even prouder if you acquire even more currency. Oh, Bob. Bob is proud of me. Can I be Employee of the Month? Your tactic of adjusting carefree organism is clearly paying off. Goodbye, Mr. Manager. Your tentacles shine particularly beautiful at this time of day. Your comments regarding the shine of my appendages is noted, organism. The secret of a meticulous regime of polishing them with void Bibok slime. Ah, yes, of course. I use that as a hair product all the time. It's amazing. Goodbye. He slaps across the floor to his office. As soon as Bob's rhythmic, wet slaps fade away, a deep silence descends on the station. One moment, I'm in a surreal forest, dining on purple goo with a mad god. A god who liked me so much that he offered me a ride back to his world in a carriage made of bowls. The next moment, I'm being praised by a multi-eyed, tentacled monster. You get the best of both worlds. You get the best of both worlds. What are you complaining about? Oh my god. That is, leave some for the rest of us, girl. Maybe these are just my deathbed hallucinations. I'm going insane, but some part of me enjoys these mad adventures. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I am not. I love routine and I love continuity and I love knowing what happens, but okay. Disgusting. Now I have to deal with that too. In the midst of my contemplation, terrifying sounds emanate from my boss's office. Unfair bills, unacceptably large numbers. Of course, what else could upset him so much if not that? Oh, there's more. Oh, this is turning out to be bigger than I expected. Steps, another visitor. This one decided to come in through the door for a change. Oh. Why? Every time I see a silhouette, I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. But guys, this is this is already getting very long, like longer than I expected it would be. Tell you what, we are gonna end this episode here. Okay, we're gonna end this episode here. But if you like this, we can totally continue. Let me go back to the main. This is this is Don't Eat the Cashier, and I had a blast with this. Granted, making all these voices is gonna really fuck up my voice, but I am surviving for now. But I would love to continue this actually. So if you liked it, if you liked our adventures with the Jester, and you would like to see what this next visitor, this next customer is all about, then drop a like, drop a comment, tell me if you would like to see more of this, and I will happily continue to a part 2. We can make this a little like romance monster special. I mean monster hunting special. Okay? So that's it from me for now. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, stay hunting. And remember, if you see something with glowing red eyes staring at you in the dark, no, you didn't. Bye!